Hi and welcome back to the cottage. It is a beautiful day here in Minnesota. I have a lot of little chores, miscellaneous odds and ends and reset type of things I need to take care of today, and I thought it would be fun to bring you along and share with you my minimalism lifestyle here at the cottage. Let's jump right in with the first chore of today, and that is to wash all of the bedding. This is something I like to do on a fairly regular basis, but not every time do I wash all of the bed sheets in the same day, so this is going to be quite the undertaking. You may notice that I'm folding up some of the quilts from the beds. These are only used kind of as weighted blankets at nighttime, and they generally don't get very dirty, and so they don't get washed quite as often as the rest of the bed sheets. If you've seen any of my other reset videos, you know that I like to wash dishes every single night. So these dishes that I'm putting away now are from last night, and once I get them put away, then I feel like my kitchen is all ready for another day of work. I'm going to take a small break from the chores to sit down on the front porch and read with the girls. This is something we like to do most days in the summer, and today is just such a beautiful day to be outside and enjoying the weather.
This really is going to be the biggest and best festival yet.
So she's excited because they're going to have a big sculpture at the festival too, so it's going to be extra special. The floors in here actually aren't looking all that bad, but I'm going to give them a quick shine refresher treatment because the girls and I are going to be going out and running a few errands here pretty soon, and the house will be clear, and so I figured I'd do that right now and let that sit while we're gone. I love days like today when the weather is perfect for bringing out the bed covers to dry. We don't have a clothesline, but it works just as well for us to lay them over the side of the porch and on the chairs. With the temperature the way it is today, these will dry in no time at all, and I can bring them back inside smelling all fresh and clean. Another quick project that I've been putting off for a little while now is the cleaning of our window screens. There are some trees in the Midwest called cottonwood trees, and once a year they let off this cotton-like substance that just floats through the air, and it really does make quite a mess. It gets stuck everywhere, and especially in window screens. I think that part of the season is over with now, and so I'm going to just go ahead and vacuum up all of that cotton and clean off the screens, and I'm also going to give the windows a quick wash at the same time. I thought you might like a little garden update. As you can see, things have really started to take off, growing. I think August in the Midwest is probably the favorite month for gardeners because June is spent planting and prepping the garden. July is weeding and watering, and then in August we actually get to start harvesting some of the produce and get the fruits of our efforts. And I'm really pleased with how everything has taken off, so let me show you around. I tried the cucumbers in a different spot this year, and I'm trying to train them to go up the fence. I think it'll be a little easier for me to see where the cucumbers are. Last year I had a little bit of a trouble because the leaves covered them up. All of my different tomato varieties are starting to bear some fruit, and I think probably in the next couple of weeks they will be red and ready to harvest. If you remember, I did start some seedling habanero plants from seed earlier this spring, and they are transplanted now into the garden, and some of them are doing better than others. I have a few in pots that are doing really well, starting to produce, and my husband and sons are really looking forward to testing out those hot peppers. This was my first year planting both zucchini and squash, and I've heard that they are very hardy, and I would have to agree. They're already starting to produce for me. I did have a pest come into the garden early on and destroy a couple of my plants, but I did replant them, and I anticipate that we're going to be getting a lot more of the zucchini and squash throughout the season. I've been looking up all sorts of recipes to try to use up this produce. Also new this year, it was my first time trying a compost bin, and I have to give a shout out to my cousin Andrea and her husband Will, who encouraged me to try this out. They told me it's a lot easier than I was trying to make it out in my head, and so far so good. I am just adding to it probably once a week and filling the different layers, and I'm hoping that this will give me really great soil for next spring when we plant again. I don't claim to be a cooking channel by any sense of the imagination, but I did want to share with you a quick, easy summer meal idea, something that we like to eat a lot in the summer months, and that is grilled paninis. I just grill them straight here on my stove, and they're simple, they taste great and fresh, and it doesn't heat up the kitchen, which is awesome in the summer. I'm going to serve this up with fruit and chips, and it'll be just an easy, quick summer meal. Thanks so much for coming along today. All that's left is for me to get the bed sheets on the beds so that the kids can go to sleep. I know there are a lot of new people subscribed to this channel, and I'm very happy that you're here. I'm thinking of doing a quick Q&A type of video in the next few weeks, maybe bring my husband along. And so if you have any questions, if you're new here and you're wondering how we do certain things or why we do certain things, I would love to answer those questions. Please leave one down below in the comments, or if you'd rather send it directly to me, you can catch me over on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to send me a direct message. Or if you have any video suggestions, I would encourage those as well. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope that you'll stop by the cottage again really soon.